Today is a very special day, actually. Today is me and Jamie's 11-year anniversary, which is insane. She's off from work today, which is cool. But we have an engagement party that we're going to go to later today. I have a packed day. She has a pretty packed day, actually, too. I also have an idea to talk about what I've learned in 11 years of a relationship. I have one specific tip. And then we're going to go shopping to get her a gift, a small little gift. I don't want her to think that I forgot. I mean, even though we talked about it, but still, regardless. So, in the meantime, what I'm about to do is I want to get one more series of shots for the clips for the vlog series, in the sense of like just more B-roll style clips that can be kind of used interchangeably. Just like I said, the main thing I want to do is create these scenes so it looks like I'm moving from scene to scene, rather than me creating these scenes every day, and rather than me just like being like, okay, I'm at my house, then I'm at my parents' house, and then I'm in Northport Village, and there's no transition. I want to add some B-roll transition. I feel like I have the ability to do that, so why not use that ability? And then we're also going to get a gift while we're out here. I just finished filming a couple of videos, but I wanted to get out of the house because I know that Northport Village is not going to be busy now because it's early. I wanted to go at 8, but my drone was dead, so I had to charge it a little. Now it's 9 o'clock. Let's go. On a side note, the one thing that kind of really stinks about flying a drone in my area, it's not actually even the trees like you might think. What's really hard and annoying are the phone lines, the electric lines. So our electricity actually runs through the electric lines above ground. They're actually in the air. There's these black, tiny little, I mean, some are thicker than others, but like on the drone, they're hard to see. I mean, you can see a tree when it's coming, but you can't see these lines, and that's what I'm scared about hitting. But they're everywhere. Like, let me see if you can see them. So obviously there's some over here, but they extend to all the houses too. So like you can see that one, we're coming up right here, and it just keeps going and going and going, and then we have more over here. They're literally all over the place. Now that's local to my area, because there are some parts of Long Island, and this is the better way to do it. It's a little more expensive in the short term, but like it's what needs to be done. There are parts of Long Island that have it underground, and they put it in the ground, and that's amazing. Now the problem with that is if there's ever an issue, you have to dig up the ground. But the beautiful part about that is the fact that you don't like, we get power outages so often. Every major storm, one of these things falls and boom, we're out of power, and it's a nightmare. Like, I mean, Jamie and I lost power last night for like 10 minutes. We don't even know why, but like, dude, last summer we were out of power for like 10 days when Hurricane Sandy came through New York and like the New Jersey, New York area. I think there was some part, like we were out of power. We were out of power for like 9 days, but there were some parts of Long Island, I think they were like 14 days with no power. Like that's crazy.
What's up, buddy? Hey. Hi, Bullet. Hi.
Hi, Bullet. We're gonna get Jamie some flowers from the flower basket, and then I'm thinking like a coffee gift card or something like that.
Be a good boy, okay? Appreciate it.
Everyone pulls it out and then like, I just told you.
You see him hanging out the window? Hi, Bullet. Hi, Bullet. Hi, buddy. Yes, we got mommy flowers. You want to smell the flowers? Look, you got flowers for mommy. Alright, so now we're getting some chocolate and the gift card for coffee. Deep or dark?
Yo, honestly, if I find a sale for Halloween candy, I might have to take it, because why not if it's a good sale? But I'm not seeing any good sales yet for Halloween candy. That being said, what are you guys dressing up for Halloween?
Welcome. Please select your language. If you have your extra care, enter phone number, then type. Thank you for scanning your extra care card. All discounts will be in.
Alright, mission complete. Got all the stuff. But I did forget that while I was in the village, I did want to go to the actual bank. I forgot that I need to send a wire transfer.
Come on, Bullet, come on.
Put the card
So slight change in plans. I was supposed to be joining a bunch of guys, actually my Copenhagen guys, where we meet for like our business meeting, for lunch today, because one of them was supposed to go on a big trip, like sailing down to the Bahamas for like 6 months, which is crazy. It's so cool. He's not feeling well, and I think he actually canceled the trip, which is crazy. But that means that Jamie and I are actually going to lunch right now for our anniversary. To a coffee shop, we went to lunch, had a nice lunch, went to a store and I got some new shoes actually. I started working on some of the transitional elements that I want to do for the vlog, and now we have an interview with Bayo. Oh my gosh, I'm sore for yesterday. We had some technical difficulties with rapper Bayo on setting things up. So I think we're gonna have to reschedule, do some issues with Zoom. So all good. I'm gonna finish editing the vlog, and then Jamie and I have an engagement party that we're going to tell you today. Now I don't think I forgot. I did not forget to talk about the things that I've learned in our 11 years of being together. So let's talk about that. Some of the things that we've talked about. Oh, you see DJ Alice right there? I'm doing a little research for our interview tomorrow. I think the most important thing in a relationship that I have learned, and I think that has benefited me the most, is to never go into a relationship or even be in a relationship, even 11 years now down the line. Never expect the person to change. The person you get into a relationship or date or marry, you take them for as they are, and you can't hope, you can hope, but you can't expect them to change. I think that is the biggest thing ever. Like, Jamie married me for me. And, you know, if there were things about me that she didn't like, then she has to accept them. And she can now encourage me to change, but like, you can't expect the person to change. I think that is one of the biggest things that clash people. They're like, oh, I don't know if I could deal with that, and they have to change that for me to get to the end. It's like, no, you have to accept them for who they are. And if they end up changing, which most people do, for better or for worse, you know, I mean, Jamie and I started dating when we were 15 years old. So like, now 11 years later, like, a lot has changed in our relationship. Adapting with that and also being comfortable with that, I think, is really important. Another thing is compromise. You know, sometimes while you may think you are correct, and you may end up being correct in a situation, learning to let go and be like, you know what, I don't have to be right. There's a I don't remember where I said it or heard it, or I don't even know if I wrote it or I read it as a quote, but it's in a lyric from one of my songs. I don't even remember if it's proof for the. I mean, I hate the fairy tales, or more than I realize, something like that. But it's choosing between right and happy, because sometimes you are right and you're right in the situation, but like, proving that you're right might cause the happiness between the two of you, and is it worth it? And I think that is a super interesting point to be made. You know, maybe compromise is important. My thoughts, and yeah. You know what's really funny is I was really, really excited to like try and up the quality of these vlogs, and like the second I make that decision, I get all like nervous, and now I'm like, feel all this pressure. It's like, what in the world just happened? How is that the case?
Always say I'm sorry, even when it hurts me. Choosing between right or happy. I hate the fairy tales that just get my hopes up.